everybody kind of respects him and they're scared of Crawford.
I'm not like trying to get in the ring with him, dog.
And I just say, you always been a fan. You always been a fan. Don't you ever forget that. I wasn't just fighting Kambosos. I was fighting the whole business. I had 2 tears in my throat. I'm eating, I'm talking with everybody, and next thing you know, my whole neck just swells up.
And this was
the night before the fight with Kambosos.
Oh, hell no. Is there somebody in particular that you want to fight?
I would like to fight.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
Let me tell you something, dog. You had us scared, homie. Because you threatened to retire, dog.
Oh, yeah.
So I had my pops be like, hey, Teofimo, ¿qué está pasando? ¿Que se va a retirar? I'm like, I don't know. He's 26 or 27. I'm like, I doubt it. What happened?
All right, so what happened? Just to spark up, interest in the sport, it's...
well, it did that.
It
really did.
But, making history again, beating Josh Taylor, undisputed at 140, and, beating him and not really getting the acknowledgments from the boxing business side of it. So I think that's what made me really kind of take a detour route and saying that I wanted to retire because I just didn't feel the flowers that came with this. It's not easy getting in that ring, especially beating one of the best fighters in that division. So at that time,
agree.
And
I think it deserved more of a hype.
For sure.
Because how hard is it to get that title?
Extremely hard. You got to beat the man to beat a man.
Yeah. So the fact that it didn't get the magnitude that I feel that it should have gotten, I feel you. Sometimes it makes you be like, man, well, fuck this shit.
It's like, what am I really doing it for? Because, I'm doing it for the people, of course. Y para mi gente, at the same time, though, it's like it needs to be published out there. It needs to be known. It needs to be recognized because it's not easy. I did all that at 25, solidified another one, boom, another Archie name, another stamp into my legacy.
Do you think you got the correct recognition for, this is my opinion, and I come from a boxing family.
Yeah.
For you beating, I think you're probably the only one, and I told you this earlier.
Yeah.
That beat Lomachenko straight up. Do you think you got that recognition for that fight?
Something I gotta say, yeah, I definitely during that time, it was during the the bubble they were calling it, the COVID times.
For the good old COVID days.
Yeah, right. Fighting at the MGM area and just in Vegas alone, and definitely a lot of eyeballs, but was. I was against the odds, against all odds at that point. But yeah, I knew that I'm the only guy that ever beat Vasily Lomachenko, for sure.
That's factual.
That is facts, I don't think anybody else could do the way we did it and how we did it.
Listen, dog. Let me tell you something right here. I respect boxers because, I told you, I try my little boxing.
Yeah.
That fucking punching bag is not punching me back, dog. And I'm gassed out. So I respect your guys' craft because it's, shit. It's just difficult, right? However, I do not think that Haney decisively beat Lomachenko.
Yeah.
And that's why I give you your flowers for that, because you did it. That shit? Nah, dog. He did it, dog.
I got a little backstory to that. So I normally don't watch these guys fight like that, but I had my father had threw a watch party. He wanted to see.
Okay.
Yeah, so my father being my trainer, and at the same time, we the guys that beat Lomachenko. We want to see what Haney could do then on that side. My father's like, no, there ain't no way. Towards the championship rounds and everything, he's like, no, there's no way. Loma won this fight. Loma won this fight. So now we get to the judges' scorecards. And I told him and my whole family, and friends that were there, I looked at them, I said, they're going to give it to Devin Haney. And he said, no.
I knew it.
You crazy. No, ain't no way. My dad's like, he was like, I'll freaking, I'll die on the floor if that shit happens. So I was like, all right, you gonna see right now. Because it's the business, boxing business. And I said,
it's an ugly business, huh?
Oh, for sure.
Bro, I'm not in that business, just to clarify, but I see it from the fan point of view. And I'm like, what the fuck, dog?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what just happened here, dog?
And then right away, they go to the judges' scorecards, and I think it was unanimous, huh?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Everybody had that fight for Haney.
Yep.
Except me and my whole fucking family, dog. Like, what the fuck? And nothing against the dude,
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't think.
That he did enough to win.
You know who rocked him, too?
Who was it? Linares.
Linares rocked
Yes,
him.
Jorge
You
Linares.
seen that motherfucker was doing the stinky leg?
Yeah.
But anyhow, yeah. But I still... And I like Linares, too. But,
shout out to Jorge Linares, man. What was he? A 4-time world champion.
Yeah.
That ain't easy neither. So,
nah. I just think... How difficult do you think it is to win a championship or a belt in boxing? If you were to
do...
Like,
for me, it's extremely hard because I really talk about the stuff that happens. I get right down to it, with this boxing stuff and how dirty the business could get. So for me, difficult.
What are some of the dirtiest shit that you feel like, what? Well, I don't know if you can talk about it because I know there's a lot of things that you guys can talk about, but it's like some of the things that leave you like, what the fuck? Why does this have to be involved? The way this business is ran have to be involved in the sport that I love. Like, this shouldn't be, but at the end of the day, it kind of is because it is a business. I don't know if I'm contradicting myself, but I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, like why?
¿Por qué?
Yeah, hijo de su puta madre, what the fuck? Like, is there anything that you're like, man, I wish this wasn't a part of it?
To be honest, I think there's only one thing I wish there wasn't truly a part of is the suit and ties getting too much in line with the boxing. I think at the point you just stick to what you know, whether they're the cup and the water. Let us be the brand to it. Then you can't sell it without us. I get it, but like let us handle it in the ring. So in that perspective, I look at it like you still gotta let the boxers take some control into this boxing world. Because it can't be boxing without 2 men or 2 women competing inside that ring. You know what I'm saying? And it's been interesting that now it's like these investors have added so much into these fighters, into their players. Because it's like chess, right? They got their pawns, their knights, their rooks, their bishops. So they got all these guys that are playing these roles, but they need that not interest. But they need the money back from it. You feel me?
That's a great point.
Yeah, and I think this is more of a safer route to delegate them to a different route. Move them around and show a different side and promote them so that they could get their investment back. Some guys just don't got it like that. Me, I love boxing. I love boxing. I admire it so much. I think it's a little bit softer now than it was during the golden time eras of the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Even the early 2000s. It's definitely marinated differently, especially after, like, I think McGregor, Mayweather, when they fought, I think that kind of gave many other investors and people that don't really know the game of boxing come involved and get involved. Now we got all these different outlets of people coming into our sport.
I think that was the start of an era. That fight was the start of what's happening now with the Logan Pauls, the Jake Pauls. Like, that opened the door.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Mayweather, fucking McGregor opened the door for all this stuff that, personally, I respect people trying to get their money, but like, damn, this is boxing. And it's like...
Have we seen... I want to know something, though. Like, because remember this: boxing, MMA, no matter what, you can do Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu,
Uh-huh.
everything. It's all in alignment of what? Combat.
Combat sports.
It's combat sports. So we all are. We may have different hoods, but we all are one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that I always wonder. I'm like, have they had like a YouTuber or a streamer or anyone from outside the combat world come into MMA and fight?
Probably not.
But why is it that they do it with boxing?
That's a good point. Do you think it has to do with money? There's more money in boxing because now you have pay-per-view sales. Now you have, but then again, you also have it in. So that's a great point. So, but I'm sure that it's money driven. At that point, I think everything is money driven. Might be wrong, but I'm
Listen,
saying
if the UFC, let's just say one of the organizations in MMA, right? That's just one of the and that's a reminder to everybody. UFC is not, it's not a sport. It's an organization supporting a sport, which is MMA. People be like, I want to be in the, you know, I'm training to be in the UFC or I'm training. No, you're training to be an MMA fighter that could go into either UFC, PFL, all these things. You don't hear us when we go to the be a world champion. Oh, I want to be I want to be with Top Rank, or I want to be with PBC or any of these other guys. No, I want to be world champion. That's it.
that's a great point.
You know, it's just, you know, I try to educate like the people too on this version of everything. But if there's money grabs, then the UFC just hosted the first fight. It was at the MSG Sphere in Las Vegas. That big sphere.
Oh,
that big globe.
the
Big dome,
globe looking
yeah.
one.
Mhm.
That was right in front of the hotel. Yeah, okay.
Then they brought a lot of influencers to the event. Why didn't they have one fight in the event?
That's true. That's very true.
But then we maneuver it with boxing. Like,
I never thought about it like that.
it's like, I'm a boxer. How the heck, even though I'm world champion in my sport, how would it look and how would people feel if I was like, let's say NBA, right? I go into the league and I'm like, starter. I'm a starter, right?
Like,
And
what
I'm
just
playing.
happened here?
What just happened? They're not gonna take it serious. And who knows if I'm average at playing ball or not, right?
Yeah.
But there's other guys out there with the opportunities of what they're doing and what they've been practicing for their whole life.
But what do you think makes it acceptable? Or like there has to be something that persuades them to do things like that, right?
I think it's this is just my perspective of it as a world champion and someone that loves the sport. I mean, truly, I think it's just that it's lost its character. Boxing has lost its character as it being the toughest sport in the world. It is the toughest sport in the world, but where are the rules? The rules are not backing it up.
Like the rules of engagement have changed.
Yeah, they switch it whenever they want and however they want.
It's like they flip-flop and it's like, this is okay this time, but it's not okay that time.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Because then it becomes a persona of...
Yeah, but that affects the fighters and then affects the fans.
a lot of Fs.
So it's like we're taking L's left and right, dog.
Yeah.
It's not right, homies. You got to get y'all shit right.
That's straight. For real.
Let me ask you this. You
Yep.
are a champion. You, pound for pound, are fucking dope. When you fought Kambosos, how did you ever feel that? How did you handle that feeling of defeat for the first time?
God giveth, God taketh. Blessed be the name of the Lord.
Amen to that.
The same arena that they took everything from me, because it's a business. They knew I was going to relinquish all the belts. Now, let me break it down to you guys. One, there's a body sanctioning that broke two of their rules. I'm not going to say their name.
I know which one.
There's a body sanction that broke two of their rules and made George Kambosos the champion. When I beat Vasily Lomachenko
Wait,
and became undisputed.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Made him the champion.
Without earning the belt.
Okay, continue. That's crazy.
When I beat Lomachenko, guys, it was the best thing for me, and it showed a new version of I am the new leader of this new generation of boxing. However, it also showed that the ones that all these experts that knew everything about boxing were wrong. Not about just me, but about their own game. Imagine you create a freaking game that you built and you just Ready Player One that bitch. Now they got to find a way to get you out.
Damn.
So I wasn't just fighting Kambosos. I was fighting the whole business. And I learned from it. Learn from it. That's all I can say. You learn from those experiences. It happened the way it did because 2 years after that, the same arena that I lost all my belts is the same arena that I won back all my belts.
Damn.
And I said in that corner, God giveth, God taketh, blessed be the name of the Lord. I looked up, put my prayer hands up, and I said, it's okay. Whatever happened had to happen the way it did. Because maybe the greatest of all time, like Muhammad Ali lost 5 times. We had Smoking Joe Frazier. He lost a good amount of times. Roberto Duran. Good amount of times. Chavez. Let's get to it. Canelo. Mm-hmm. Who else? Come on. We got Wilfredo Benitez, if we want to put Puerto Ricans in there. We look. Oh, Marquez.
Marquez lost.
Juan Manuel Marquez.
Lost.
Mm-hmm. But they
Barrera lost.
Barrera. Oh, another one. But greatest of all times in those times. A real legend. These are walking guys that are the best of the best. You got to give them their flowers.
Julio Cesar Chavez lost 9 times, right? Could you fact check me?
Yeah, Julio Cesar Chavez?
Yeah.
Yeah, senior, not junior.
No. And he is, to me, the best Mexican fighter
Yeah.
Okay.
What about Salvador?
Salvador Sanchez, right?
Yeah, I was just about to get
I
to
didn't
you.
grow up watching Salvador.
6 losses.
So I've said it before, and I don't want people to talk shit because I added him, but I added him because of my dad.
Okay.
Right? My dad's like, no, Salvador Sanchez, and I watch videos, replays,
Yeah.
But then I'm like, all right, I personally, as a kid, remember the Chavez fights. I can't say that about Salvador Sanchez. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he does deserve his flowers.
Yep.
But to me, it's Chavez.
Chavez. Okay.
He is the
6 losses, 2 drops.
6? Oh, I was wrong. 6 instead of 9.
Well,
So
we
to
just
me,
didn't know.
Yeah,
you
So
know?
to me, he's the fucking, and he lost. So it's safe to say that to be considered one of the best.
Oh, Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar, yeah, he lost
Another
how many
one.
times?
Oscar, let's see.
And he was a beast. He was beasting, dog.
Yeah, and then he retired with Manny Pacquiao. I believe.
Manny Pacquiao
Yeah.
retired. Even Manny Pacquiao has lost. Now that we bring him up.
Yeah, but the thing is now we're coming into this format that Mr.
6 losses, 2.
Mr. Floyd Joy Mayweather brought into the mix, Jr. and he did it in his own way, but doesn't mean that everyone has to follow that way. So look, I looked at it in a positive light. They gave me my loss. They stained my career. No problem. Maybe it's because I'm probably gonna be the guy that gives them the hope and change that it's okay to lose as long as you keep finding a way
But
to
you
win.
took your L and took the L.
Yeah, I can't give an excuse, even though I
Even
had
though
problems.
I feel that there was something wrong.
No, I did. I had 3
There was
problems.
something wrong there.
I had 3
I
problems.
told my dad the whole fight, there's something wrong here.
Yeah.
So fuck, now I get to ask you in person, like,
Yeah.
what happened? Like,
Well-
was there any medical issues? Like,
Oh, yeah.
let me know.
Heavy medical issues. But
And I know you got asthma, so, because I got asthma, so I'm like, fuck.
So leading up to it, they postponed my fight with Kambosos about several times, let's just say. several times, and for other reasons. They even had Kambosos dictate. Although he was the challenger, they gave him the option to decide when and where he wanted to fight.
Wait. Okay, let me get this
I know
straight.
I go back and forth. Forgive
Okay.
me for this. Let me take it slow.
Okay, go ahead. I'm over here like, what? They did what?
The postponements. Then all right, so the postponements, I had got COVID, right?
Uh-huh.
During that time. I remember we were scheduled to fight our first fight. It was with Trilla. It was supposed to be scheduled at the Miami Marlins stadium.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And I remember it was supposed to be June 5th. Floyd ended up, I think they said, what was he? Yeah, Floyd ended up taking that date, if I'm not mistaken. He was fighting
when
June
he fought
6th.
Logan?
When he fought Logan. So he was fighting Sunday.
Okay.
I was going to fight Saturday with Kambosos.
Oh shit, that was gonna be a star-studded fucking.
At the Hard Rock? At the Hard Rock in Miami?
No.
Yeah, he was fighting Hard Rock,
Hard Rock?
Miami. It was going to be in Miami, though.
Okay.
We were going to be in the same spot at the same time. Whatever happened, shit didn't go through. It fell off. Although we got the date before. And Mayweather and Logan couldn't get Saturday because we took it over. So the commission said, no, we're taking this fight. But
Okay.
they moved it. But they still was scheduled for Sunday because they promoted it that way. Then they moved it 2 weeks. During that 2-week process, I had to lose weight, I gained back, and then lost it again. Boom. Within that two weeks, it was June 10th? June 10th
Yeah,
day? Juneteenth day. We were going to fight. Boom, I got COVID 5 days before the freaking fight. Fight's canceled. After that, that's when things got rocky, man. It got real bad after that. I had to recover from it. And then they kept postponing it. Me and Kambosos our wives at the time, having babies and all that stuff. His kid was about to come out, like, due date and all that. Long story short, though, they moved our fight date because he said he couldn't do it because his kid was gonna, be born. If that's the case, you're the challenger, then that means that you're basically forfeiting the fight, right?
He is the challenger.
He is the champ. I'm the champion, so that means they have to go to the next ranking guy after him. They didn't do that. They allowed it.
Fuck.
Basically, he was. They already had their pick on who they.
Who
needed.
allows it though? Why did they allow it?
That's the
I
thing.
don't know if you could say who.
No, it's okay. It's like Disney or like BlackRock or any of these big major organizations, whatever. It's like 2-3 units, let's just say 2-3 umbrellas, but they all spread out amongst thousands of them, right? Hundreds of them, hundreds of thousands, companies, all that, but they all under one same, right? Same thing for boxing. So you just never know who.
That's some bullshit.
You would just never know. Could be the guy next to you. Could be the company you're working with.
So they postponed it.
Uh-huh.
Now you have to maintain that weight.
Going up and down. Up
Is
and
that
down,
hard?
Up and down. Absolutely.
And it must take a toll on your body.
Exactly. So imagine preparing for, after having the biggest fight of my career, winning the biggest fight of my career, becoming the youngest undisputed 4-belt world champion at 23
That's right.
against Vasily Lomachenko, hitting the highest numbers on ESPN at 4.7, 4.8 million views. Just in the nation.
That's not including
World.
international.
International. Imagine that.
Damn, fool. That's right.
And then imagine on top of that, being out of that whole group, Mike Tyson was the youngest of them all at 21 years old. And I did at 23.
Congrats. That's
Black and brown is how we get down. So, but it wasn't supposed to happen.
Do you live in Southern California and are you looking to buy, sell, or refinance one of your properties? What better agent to represent you than the host of True Hustle Podcast? Go ahead, give us a call or send us a text at 323-352-7946. Now let's get back to the episode, baby.
So what happens? Conditions, everything that happened then, and but it was my ego. I had an ego trip. For sure I had an ego trip because after making the weight, and I killed myself. I did the sauna in the steam room. I was like 2 pounds over, and my body just couldn't do it no more from fluctuating, going up and down, up and down, up and down. And after that, I go and I finally made the weight, but I had to strip naked, made the weight. Next thing you know, we go to this restaurant and trying to get some pasta and stuff like that. I go and I eat a chicken parmesan. It ruptured my esophagus inside, the sauce and the bread, because I lost so much weight.
With pasta?
Yeah.
Shit.
It ripped me inside. I guess the sauce that they had was too acidic, and my body being so drained that it couldn't basically swallow the food down properly. So it ruptured. I had 2 tears in my throat, in my esophagus.
Damn.
So then I'm eating, I'm talking with everybody, and next thing you know, my whole neck just swells up. All of it.
And this was
the night before the fight with Kambosos.
Oh, hell no. Nah.
My father tells me, yo, let's go to the hospital and stuff like that. And I tell him, no, because if we do, and I knew something was wrong, but I was like, but if we do, they're going to postpone it again. And people already been taunting and getting at me about this whole
and this would have been the 4th.
Exactly.
Damn, all right.
You get me?
Yeah.
And my son was just being born a week and a half prior to the fight. But nobody cared about my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I learned from it. All I had to do was relinquish one of those belts, and that was it. That was the problem. Because I was champion.
But you didn't.
I didn't want to.
You didn't want to.
It was pride. I wanted to defend the Undisputed as well. Not only win the Undisputed, but defend the title. Fuck. But all I had to do was I won the game. Why play? It was game over. So all you had to do was just let go of the belts and let all these other fish and all these little cats come in and try to get the belts. And then me move up.
But no. You were like, no.
Stubborn. Young. Hungry.
If you could go back, would you have? If you could go back, you still would do the same.
No, I'll still do the same because it showed my strength. I fought this guy so then the night came, the night of the fight. I go in there full blazing, bam, 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 trying to get him out because I know I'm not well, right? So come to find out, guys,
Yep.
I
remember that.
I had pneumonia. I had early stages of bronchitis going into this fight. Had asthma going into the fight, and on top of that, I had 2 tears in my esophagus and 1 tear in my chest. So I had airflow going through my heart, my neck, and my head. But I can't explain none of this shit.
And you still fought like that?
For 12 rounds.
Bro, I have an asthma attack sitting down and I'm dying.
Yeah. 3. So. Fuck. But you know what? People don't get. This is a spiritual thing, all right? I want y'all to know this. This is a spiritual warfare. I put on that night of the fight. I put on the San Miguel, Arcángel Michael outfit. If you go back in the fight with Kambosos,
St. Michael?
I put St. Michael outfit. I was trying to represent that of his honor as well. You know what I mean? Because I know what I was facing, wrestling with the devil. Truthfully.
Oh, shit. Okay. Now it makes sense why you wore it.
Yeah.
And you still went.
Still went
12 rounds.
My father wanted to throw the towel. He knew I was real bad. And a lot of people talk about all this. The first round was a flash knockdown. I get right back up right away. But I put him down in the 10th round, Kambosos. Mm-hmm. Nobody shows that anymore. They only show when I went on mine, right? And I caught myself, but still, flash knockdown, whatever it is, caught me with a good shot, jumping in. That's on me. But anyways, getting to all this whole situation, to fight 12 rounds like that. I remember the 6th or the 7th round, I go and I'm looking at the lights because everything's energy, right? You know, Elon Musk could tell you everything's energy, right?
Ah, that's right. Perro. Stop smoking. This was always smoking.
You know what I'm saying? And from Nikola Tesla. There you go. And I noticed something. I was like, well, let me talk. I started talking. I said, God, I need your help right now. I need your help because I'm about to do something I never thought I would do. And I was going to quit. I was going to quit on that fucking stool.
Damn.
I was going to quit. And I would say 3 rounds later, on number 10, I put the fool down.
I thought you were going to end it right there, dog.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Fuck. I was like, I don't care.
But it was weird, man. Everything happened the way it did. I would never change it, really. And I can say never, because what happened was to teach me not only about myself, but about the whole thing, the business, what I carried, how I carry it, and moving forward, how we got to do this.
And I think defeat comes with a humbling experience. Or defeat comes with a humbling lesson. Do you think it made you like realize like, oh shit?
3 doctors from New York, 3 PhD, master degree doctors from New York, when they see my reports, because they were thinking about opening me up to stitch it up, all the tears that I had. But they said my life was going to be 50-50 by doing that. So they just pumping me with saline. But then I went to the New York Presbyterian Hospital. There's a great hospital, by the way. They took care of me, gave me the right medicines and right things that I needed to help me. I was in the ICU for like 15 days. And they were all seeing my reports, and they said, you should be dead right now. You shouldn't even be alive, let alone going like this 12 rounds in a championship fight. They said, you're either a beast or a god.
Fuck.
And yeah, man, I'm just grateful to be here. Yeah. That's a true hustle. That's a true hustle.
That's a true hustle story right there, baby. And we're thankful that God was with you. People don't understand what it is to. I had pneumonia. Remember that one time? I had to stop an episode.
Yeah.
That's when I had it. This is like a year ago?
Yeah, no, like a couple of months ago, like 6-7 months ago.
Like let's say 7 months ago. That shit right. That's why I can't believe what you're saying. Like, to me, I'm like, fuck, how did you do it? Because I was sitting here. Now, I'm not fucking hitting nobody. Ain't nobody hitting me. And I was like, hey. Because before he was like, he looked pale. I was like, fuck, I feel like I can't breathe.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, go to the hospital. I was like, nah, let's do this. Stubborn. Let's do it. Let's see. And then halfway in, I'm like, all right. Like, we still went for an hour. I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the hospital. I had pneumonia.
Yeah, without even knowing, huh?
And I don't even know.
But you feel it.
Oh, yeah. Bro, that's why I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, I'm sitting.
People that got the asthma stuff, they'll understand.
You know, and I'm like, to hear what you're saying, I'm like, fuck, dog. 12 rounds with a fucking, you know, hitting people, fucking moving around.
Yeah.
And you still knocked them down in the 10th, and I thought you were going to end it.
Yeah, I know, yo, me too.
But at least
I feel like even then I think I did enough. But the cards were meant to go to Haney. Because Devin Haney, they call him the Dream, the American Dream.
And then he fought.
Uh-huh. Y ellos necesitan un moreno.
But you know what, dog?
Es parte de la vida. Y que no me gusta es eso. No quiero, yo no soy un racista para nada. Yo soy una persona de derecho, like de cosas que es así. Tú sabes, hombre de hombre.
Yeah.
No me gusta que la gente, ellos tienen otra gente que ayudan a ellos a levantar, like to help them get up.
Yeah.
And without even doing the work. All you got to do is just go the distance and they give it to them.
But
prime example, Lomachenko, Haney. Had Loma won as he should have, it would have made me look much better. Because I beat Loma undisputed. I also beat him unanimously. Right?
Unanimously.
And
right.
was the youngest. But then look at the script. Haney. Devin Haney. Beat Lomachenko for undisputed. Right?
Yeah.
Beat him as what? The decision was unanimous. And now he is the youngest undisputed world champion. Look at it.
Do you think...
Do a fact check on that, actually.
Who was it?
Haney.
Devin Haney with
All
Lomachenko.
Right.
It was undisputed.
This good, dog. You got your coffee? Because this is going to go long. All right, check this out.
Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. The decision was what? Unanimous decision.
Mm-hmm. It was, though. Do you think, while he checks that, they were trying to package him as some type of Mayweather, like the successor?
You didn't hear?
Mayweather.
They used to nickname him New Money. That was his thing. So Devin Haney was considered New Money.
All right. This is
yes,
what I
yes.
This is what I respect from you. When you lost, you said, "Fuck it, I lost."
Mm-hmm. What else?
Yeah, you were.
Uh-huh.
You had pneumonia, you had this and that, but you was
Hey,
like, "Fuck
hey,
it, I
a
lost."
loss is a loss.
All right.
Cool.
The way now you know where I'm trying to get at right now, right? The way Haney did not just lose. And once again, I respect boxers, bro. I could not do what you do. And I want to make that very yeah. I cannot do what you guys do.
What was the decision?
The judges scored the fight 116, 112, 115, 113, and 115.
116, 112? Wow.
Unanimous, right? Y'all hearing that, right?
Not
So,
happening.
and then what? He
They-
also
we
became.
didn't watch the same fight.
He also became the,
Champion.
and he also became the youngest in the 4-belt era.
Yeah, but I think they picked the wrong fucking. Well, anyways, back to the L. This is what I don't like. All right,
I was about to say something, but
say it. Thug life, take over. If dog, the whole world's seen that ass whooping, dog.
Bro, you're correct on what you said.
yeah, you know why? Because they just copied and paste my legacy to that fool.
Shit. So they didn't give you the credit.
Yeah,
No.
but the whole world's seen.
Vegas had me 4-1 against Loma.
Damn.
Oh shit, they did.
Yeah.
At the age of 23, yeah.
Damn.
When he defeated George Kambosos at age 23.
He was 23.
So-
there you go.
So now that we
na,
bring,
na, na,
so,
na.
so now that we're talking about Haney and the way that Ryan beat Haney, there's no doubt that Ryan beat the shit out of fucking Haney, dog.
Yeah.
The way he went about this whole L, I think personally, well, I don't know anybody that says that they're a Haney fan, right? Let's just be honest. At least for my immediate circle, you know? There's nobody saying, oh, fuck, I'm talking shit. Ain't nobody saying like, oh, I can't wait to see Haney fight, you know? But,
I'm a Haney fan.
shit.
It's all love, man.
So, take the L, right? Like, you lost and just let it go. The way that this played out, I think affected Haney more than what the actual loss did. Like, all right, if you would have just took the L and said I lost, fuck it is what it is, rematch. But he went about it like, oh, he took him to court and he's doing all this. It's like, damn, dog, just take the fucking L and move on.
I agree.
Do you think it had affected him more, him doing all that other shit? Or what do you think about the way he handled that?
Don't matter, really. I mean, I could say and elaborate a little bit on it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it doesn't even matter because they washed it off with the media. The algorithms, they know how to clean it up. They know how to make it seem like it never happened, you know, and I don't know who they are, but they know what they're doing.
Do you?
Look, the guy is undefeated apparently, and they got him in the pound-for-pound list in boxing. That pound-for-pound list is full of bull, full of ass. I mean, the BBL is more real than the pound-for-pound list.
Oh shit!
That's the take right there.
Damn, y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Who determines who goes on that list? I'm just curious. I'm a fan first. I'm like, who the fuck makes this list up? You know, like who gets to vote?
Yeah. The fans. Everybody got.
Really?
Everyone gets the moment to vote. That
Well,
pound-for-pound list they post
sometime-
up, that pound-for-pound list they put up. Man, I'm not even blacklisted no more. I'm red notice. This shit is on some
shit.
next level shit. Hey, this
But
is
why-
just. I'm happy though. Like that. That's. I want to see what's next after red notice. Is there like another top tier? I'm trying to reach it.
Shit. Why do you think?
Excommunicado. Excommunicado.
Damn, some
Let's
John
go.
Wick shit right here, dog.
Excommunicado.
Why do you think you were blackballed the way you were?
Cause I'm me.
Because you're outspoken.
I'm just me, crooked smile and all. Like I'm just me, as it should be. Why we gotta look, man? I don't know about everybody else. They talk about, a lot of certain things in their life and their genre, but like, however, boxing has made me a real man, a true man. Like, when it comes to war, I emphasize on war. I love it. I live it. But it's like in and outside the ring. I don't know. It's weird. If someone could ego check me, go ahead. I don't care. I love me. You know what I'm saying? And it's good. It's a learned lesson. I'm 27. So it's like, what do I really know? The only time we actually ever know something is through life experience.
Oh shit, that's a fact.
Like, this is the only way you know if you made a wrong step or a right step. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way is by taking those steps. And a lot of people out there in the world too scared to take steps anyways. They just standing still and sitting down and getting comfortable, being comfortable.
Because they're afraid to fail.
But the thing is, even Michael Jordan said it. He said that we can even go back to Edison. Everyone, they did 999 failures, 1,000 made it happen. Failures are our greatest assets to success. If you want to be successful in anything in life, you have to know what failure is. You think the guy behind Elon Musk, you think that he got it done like that? No. Imagine how many failures he had to go through. It's just that you only fail when you quit. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like the caption, that quote that you got when I was walking through here with the winners, right? And the losers. You quitters never win.
You're right.
And winners never quit. And
there's so many lessons behind it.
That one phrase can mean everything.
Yeah, and I think people are just fear ruins dreams, and the fact that you rather stay stagnant and in place because you fear failing so much that you rather not try.
Yeah,
dog. What the fuck is wrong with that picture, dog? And then
it's like, do you believe in God? Think about it. Do you truly believe in God? Honestly. There's 10,000 religions. Do you know that?
It's funny that we just talked about this. I just posted something before you came about religion and what it creates.
But there's 10,000 religions. So we're all wrong.
We're all wrong.
We're all wrong.
We're all wrong.
And God is right.
In a sense. And I think that because Noel G, he's super religious and stuff like that. Oh, he's told me not to use the word religious. Damn it. He's a man of God. And he's like, do not believe in religion.
Yeah, man of faith.
Yeah. He said, do not believe in religion because religion divides. So, yeah, there's like 10,000 religions, but it's like one God. Right? Yeah. So, for you to be a man of faith and a man of God is better than being, quote unquote, a Christian, a Muslim, or X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, I get you. It's a very sensitive subject to speak on. It's probably more sensitive than anything else that we could tap into. Yeah. If you're religious, good for you. And great.
Do you believe in God?
I believe that we're all here because of God. And that's everyone. Yeah. I believe so much that I go to all these other different religions and to understand just maybe one testimony that got them there. Whether it's through, like, I jump around, and not jump around, I respectfully walk through these paths of different religions, like religious people and religions. I don't discriminate. I don't judge because for what? How do I know? How does any of us know? We have scriptures and books, facts. But how do we really know? We wasn't there at the times of these prophets and our saving grace and all that. We wasn't there. We were taught that. So it's a perception. It's all perception. It's how we look at it. I could look at True Hustle podcast and I could look back here and look at the sign. And I'm like, yo, I love the logo. Someone else could be like, I love the lighting. It's just a perception how they look at shit.
Exactly.
But within that time frame of looking at something, you get to know who that person is. one thing I do
Factual.
believe is that there is only one race, and that's the human race, and that was quoted by Rosa Parks. So I believe
Right.
that, and that's the human race, us as human beings. The more we are together, the more being we become. Because
Unity,
we are
baby.
energy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's why united we stand, divided we fall. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a fact right there.
I don't know.
What?
I think that but I'm a man of faith. I'm a man of God. And
So am I,
I
because
love
there's some scenarios.
and you can label me
Yeah.
however you want. I'm happy with all of them.
But I think that you're comfortable under your own skin,
I'm
and that's a
learning how
great
to love
thing.
myself this year.
And that's the greatest,
27.
most valuable thing you can do for yourself. Because I think in the world that we live in now, driven by social media and driven by these platforms, and they're making people feel like less of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, just love you. You know, you gotta love yourself. Be comfortable under your own skin. I don't act any different. Me, I don't act any different from what you see on my social media. I act the same. From the first time you met me at Fluffy's, like I was all excited. I was like, oh shit, dog. Take over here, dog. How do I act normal? Like, just chill, you know? Like,
Love.
so it's just, you got to be comfortable under your own skin, and you have to, you know, love yourself and embrace yourself and embrace the imperfections.
Yeah.
Because you are not perfect. I am not perfect. You are not perfect, and you are not perfect. I'm sorry, guys. We all fight our own fucking battles, and we could work towards improving
The
know what I mean?
imperfections.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
But-
if you, I like to play with words. Like I like to play with my women. No, I'm just kidding. I'm saying low.
That's right.
But imperfection, it's I am, right?
Yeah.
I am perfection. You
Hey,
just gotta
yes.
work through the letters and through the phases of your life. It's just like anything else, but we have distractions.
Fuck yeah.
A lot of distractions. Temptations.
That's the devil's work.
And truth be told, it's a work in progress. That's why we are still here, and we haven't all ascended at once. We all are here for still to learn and progress to that stage, because God loves us so much. Not only did he give us his beloved son, but at the same time, God loves us so much that he's all given us more chances. Every day we get is another more chance.
Amen to that. Every day above ground is a blessing,
That it is.
and people fail to understand that.
You ever seen like a
Like how,
picture?
like how you wake up and you're alive,
Yeah.
breathing, and you mad.
Nah, man.
How? It's like life's, you know.
life's a journey.
Unfortunately, we had a.
How do you feel about this?
A ver.
All right, I have this thing where I do believe one thing. And if there's anything, I believe this. I believe that before we were even born, our life was written from stage to time to age to our deadline, everything. I believe that all that it's already been written, but that we walk through them every day that we wake up. It's already been programmed. Not programmed, I don't want to say programmed, but like it's been already destined for all that to be. Like I was meant to be here today and speak with you. I was meant to, instead of going somewhere else, God is positioning me elsewhere. You know, and it's like, as long as you allow it to happen, then you're meeting God at his right purpose. Now, God gives us a chance to go everywhere. Free will. But when you just let life take its route, you let time take its control. Because time is time. Man is man. But and woman is woman. But if you let all that come together, maybe, just maybe, you'll find or meet with God right there, halfway.
I agree.
Look at it. I just see it as like, we're all gonna go, so live it all the way up until you know. You know.
No, nobody's immortal. We're all gonna go. So live your life in alignment and live your life.
What are you scared of?
What's the worst thing that can happen, dog? If you go fight for your dreams, people tell you no, or
It might
this.
become real.
You know, like exactly,
Hey.
because I think everybody focuses on what if I do this and it doesn't happen? Well, what if it does? Somebody asked me, describe your life in one word or in 2 words, like a year ago. And I said, it was written. So I think it was 3. It said, I made it to where, I was there like 3 words or a phrase or something. Then I said, it was written. And look at what you just brought up.
Yeah.
That was my response.
It's already
because
written.
I believe that. I believe in destiny. I believe that I was supposed to be at Fluffy's.
Yeah.
I believe that everybody that comes into your life, they're supposed to be there.
To teach you.
Your boy right here is supposed to be here.
Yep.
JT is supposed to be here. There's lessons there that we still haven't yet discovered.
But it's the appreciation because time is something that we don't get back.
Oh, it's the most valuable asset, my brother.
Yeah. And
that's why you got to be careful who you give the time to as well.
yeah. Yo, you know what I'm doing this year, guys? I said it before. I say it here. It's like I don't smoke. I don't drink.
Good.
None of that. And I'm working on being celibate this year. Celibacy.
It's great.
It's like I want to be at the, not even want to, it's more of a need. 'Cause I know there's bigger mountains to conquer that I see already. And it's like, I'm going to get there. I just need to meet God there with him. Like, I got to be there with that. I got to meet you halfway. How do I do it? Sacrifices. Let go of the distractions and focus on you and watch it all come true. Watch it all come
Everything
true.
requires sacrifice.
If you want to love anybody, love yourself. Because you going to live with you for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to wake up every day
Yeah.
and look at yourself in the mirror. You are not going nowhere. And,
Yeah, it's beauty. But boxing, man, it's got its course, too. Boxing's got its course. I think I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for my sport.
I just think it's a very intense sport, and that discipline has to be at another level. Because to be in that ring for 12 rounds, fuck, dog.
I'm even saying for Undisputed, we should do 15 rounds.
That's cabron.com. Fool. Like, damn, fool.
Hey, honestly, shouldn't we, if we're bringing back boxing the best way, I mean, why not? 15 rounds. Let's see. That turns men to real men. That turns from a boy to a real boy.
How many
real
people
man.
do you think, how many boxers do you think can handle that?
The only way to
15
find
rounds.
out.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
the only way to find out. I want to
So-
show, like, that's like a hierarchy mark right there. That's like letting them
That's
know.
some gangster fucking next level shit right there.
Instead of the
Fool,
final
I-
round.
I do 3-minute rounds and nobody's hitting me back, and I'm fucking like fucking dying. All right, let's talk about
And
Reynoso.
Reynoso.
I don't know if it's a rumor.
Hmm.
I don't know. That's why I'm gonna ask you. Is it true that you're transitioning to the Canelo camp and Reynoso as your trainer?
Well, alongside with my father's still gonna be my trainer as well. Teofimo Lopez Sr. My father definitely knows me best when it comes to that. He's seen me at my best and my worst. So I think he also could give even good insights on Eddie Reynoso at the same time about me and the things that works and the things that may affect us. So yeah. We're very happy to be on that stable. We're very grateful to be with Canelo team. And yeah, we look forward to really kickstarting everything. I would say probably mid-March. Once we finalize these 3 fight deals that we have coming up with His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh and the royal family.
That's what's up.
Yep, it's gonna be fun.
How is it to see that camp and to see like Canelo and like now you're gonna be like, oh shit, like I'm part of that camp. Like, do you think you could learn a lot from him?
I think so. Absolutely. I mean, Why not? Boxing, look, I've been doing it for 22 years now, boxing. No?
Damn, homie, that's a long time. This whole life, that fool just flexed on us. Since I was 2. That's what's up.
And I could say, honestly, I still don't know boxing. So much to learn.
It's just so much,
especially with the way Canelo is able to not just cut off the ring, but how he's able to set certain placement shots too. He's a very smart, intellectual fighter. He faced Floyd Mayweather when he was young, but he learned a lot from Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? So
I think he did.
I think so. I mean, what people don't understand is when you face a fighter in there, you're downloading their rhythm and their style, and at the same time, you're taking that with you when you get out the ring, so that the next time you fight, you've gotten better. That's why I like taking those challenges, because I know one thing on that part of boxing is that I'm going to get your style, your rhythm, and I'm going to add it into my arsenal. So why not aim for the best, scariest, dangerous fighter in the world?
That's smart.
Right? Because then by beating that, you know who you are, and you just leveled up like times 10 or times 100, because
I don't know why it seems like that guy's just strong as fuck.
That ring IQ is just doom.
His
Anybody
ring
can be
IQ.
strong. Anybody could be strong. It's the ring IQ.
His movements.
It's got to be downloaded. It's like the Matrix, but you like it could be anywhere.
I can just imagine what it is to be in a fight.
It's amazing.
Like
It
it's
feels
like a computer. Like I'm like, all right, loading round 1. Let's see what this fool.
You know,
got.
like
Boom, he hit me. He don't hit hard. All right, I could take this full shot.
mm-hmm.
I can just imagine. You know, I'm just as a fan. I'm like,
It's as I've gone through these experiences more so now, going in the ring and being expressive in the ring. I would say that it's like if I had put on VR goggles and I'm just watching. And although, yes, there's punches coming at you, you don't feel them as much, at least from my sense. Everyone's different.
do you think it's the adrenaline that's just?
Yeah, and if you just listen quietly, the ring starts talking to you. The boxing ring ends up start talking to you. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not, bro.
Nah, I'm like, oh shit.
It's like
Tell me more. What the fuck? I've been watching boxing my whole life, fool. But tell me.
It ends up navigating you almost in a sense, like it predicts what's gonna happen even before your thought process or the other fighter's thought process comes together. It's almost like it's almost being future, like you're meeting the future in the present. But it's a weird combination. I don't think a lot of people will get it. Prime example, when I fought Josh Taylor back in the arena that they took everything from me, I regained everything back on the 100th year of the Ring magazine. Boxing's been going on since the early 1800s, back in the Greek times, right? So Ring magazine is the most prestigious belt, by the way. Although we have 4 different world championship belts and they're all great, the true to it all is the prestigious belt, and that's the Ring magazine, which started in 1922. But the first fighter to win it was Jack Dempsey in 1923. When I won when I won all my belts back against Josh Taylor was in 2023. How many years is that?
Yeah.
From 1923 to 2023. It's 100. I won it that year. Anyways, I remember in the 12th round, I touched my glove, hit the back of my heel, and I hit him. Clean shot, perfect. And but before that, something in my, I don't know if it's my subconscious or the conscience or all of it together, mind, body, and soul. I was so connected in that moment of time. It just said, touch your foot and hit him. I touch my foot and I throw. And he goes from southpaw to switch to orthodox and gets clipped. Boom. At the right time.
False.
Can't make that shit up. And it's in my, like, it's like God is talking. It's so beautiful. It's a flow state. Israel Adesanya, He said, I love when a guy could go through his flow state. He watched my fight live. He was there at the arena in Madison Square Garden. He was watching and he was just seeing, like, I love how Teofimo was just in his flow state, come out a little bit and then go right back in. This is a guy that watches anime and all this shit. Like,
Shit.
it's a real life thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Do you think?
It's like dancing with God.
Damn, that's deep.
And that's
Do
why
how do you block out the audience?
have fun. Be a kid.
Because if you're saying that it's just like being in there, and
yeah.
it's like, dog, there's like 50,000 people, dog.
Yeah.
Let's not ignore that. You know, it's like, how do you zone out?
You in a fight.
That's a perfect explanation. And like, so somebody's trying to kick your ass, fool. Like, you zone out. Like, you're just focusing on his movement. And
Because all you do, you look that way, boom. Lights out. It could be your last.
do you think a fighter gets really tested when he gets dropped for the first time?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Because it's also experience. It's like if it's a flash knockdown, they're not very hard. But they got you off balance or they got you on the, when you're jumping in, boom, you get right back up. But when you get knocked down, that tests everything. And the experience on it. Because also you got to think about, like, there's other pros that I've seen that never been knocked down, but when they finally get knocked down, some of them are very smart. They wait for the count. You're already down as it is, fool. Like,
You might as well fucking stay there.
stay there so you can recoup. You got to recoup and everything, rest up. You got 8 seconds to get up. So you got to think about it. Or even 9. You could risk it a little bit. And then when you feel like your thoughts are in process, then you could get right back up. That's experience. And that's something that you either have or you don't.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Now let's get back to the episode. You know who surprised me? When he got dropped?
Who was it?
Ryan Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
When he got dropped by Luke Campbell, was it Luke
Luke
Campbell?
Campbell, yeah. I think he was 2012 Olympic gold medalist.
He surprised me, dog.
Yeah.
I was like, puta madre.
And WBC world champion.
I was like, bro, what just happened, dog?
He went like this.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Put his hands
fool,
like this.
protect your face, fool. Like,
Yeah.
that's what my coach tells me, dog. Like, this is pretty elementary shit, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but he got dropped.
Oh, for sure.
So it was the first time he had ever fucking hit the canvas. So I'm like, damn, this is really gonna see how he reacts. And
He did well. Yeah.
he did really good.
Yeah.
Like,
Bounced
he,
right back.
he exceeded my expectations.
What about with Tank?
He
How you
didn't
feel
look
about that
right.
body shot?
I think it was a delayed reaction, huh?
Oh, yeah. But that's how body shots are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Especially when they hit it in the right spot.
I'm not used to them because my punching bag don't hit me back. But so every time you get hit in the body,
Yeah.
you're not gonna feel it right away. So it's gonna be 10, 15 seconds later.
No, you'll feel it like 2-3 seconds later. If anything. And that's pretty late.
Do you think, now that we bring that fight up,
Yes.
do you think he was? Well, I know the answer to it, so I'm not asking. He was purposely drained. How much effect, or okay, this is the better question. A fully hydrated Ryan Garcia with no other fucking weird stipulations fights a healthy Tank Davis. Who wins that fight?
Well, one, the people, the fans, for sure. Fans definitely win that fight. And secondly, I still think, although the hydration clause had an effect on it, the rehydration clause, I still think stylistically Tank Davis will still win, just because of the ring IQ. Don't get me wrong, Ryan had a lot of amateur fights, over 215 amateur fights. A lot of nationals that he won, a lot of state tournaments he definitely won. We all know each other, by the way, from like 12 years old, 13 years old, all the way up.
That's crazy. So you guys made it together.
Yeah, we all made it together. So
Even Haney?
yeah, Haney too. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, the Gary Russell family. Who else? Edgar Berlanga. I remember when he had the Puerto Rican shorts and the tank top. That was at National Silver Gloves. Let me see who else I forgot to mention. I think, Gervonta Davis. Gervonta, I think I known longer because we were all fighting in the same region. We were fighting in the same coast.
Really?
Yeah, so I knew him a lot more. Yeah. And
Would you ever fight Stevenson?
Stevenson? No, I know. I said I wouldn't. You know, because I'm thinking about my son, fool. Like, a lot of people don't understand it. I know that comes out weird. But Shakur is not a big puncher. It's just the people behind him, and I'm not trying to mess that business up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's business. Like, that's not even, unless they tell me, yo, you good to go, you can fight our guy, then that's cool. I'll fight Shakur Stevenson. But until not, like, I'm not gonna just go and do it.
I don't think that.
At the end of the day, yo, boxing's the tyrant of mothers, you know, the mother tyrant, bro. I don't think y'all know this, or if you do know this, people don't talk about it, but it's what it is. And I'm thinking about my beautiful, beautiful Teofimo the fifth. He's the fifth, my son.
Damn, no way.
He's Teofimo Lopez. The only difference is his middle name. However, he's my 3-year-old, my only boy. I'm thankful, grateful, and I'm thinking about his future.
And that's the way it should be.
You know,
that's what's up.
Y'all do whatever you want with me. Shit, you do whatever you like.
I don't know about
don't not sexually. All right.
There you go. No fucking Diddy parties here, homies.
Yeah, that part.
He said.
But yeah, Shakur.
There's something about his style that is not Mexican style. You know,
it's not even boxing style.
Ah, shit.
Shakur's style is not even boxing style, man.
But what makes him? I mean, what makes his style so, lack of better words, boring? You know what I mean? Like,
it's not really all right. So it's not boring. It's just very technical, extremely technical. There's like Floyd was hated on and stuff. I'm gonna use Floyd as an example. Andre Ward was hated on. I'm gonna use him as an example. But they were technical, but at the same time they were technical, but with aggression. You get me? It was like they were but they would hit.
Because
hit.
Mayweather had spurts.
Exactly.
Bam, 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 and he would get down. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, perfect. It's so they had aggression tendencies of being technical. They knew when to let off the clip and then move around and reload and stuff and get ready for another round. But Shakur is like a sniper. It's only one shot per accuracy of a movement. You know, it's like I gotta make sure he stays still and then I can shoot. So it's just too cautious. But he's extremely technical, very defensive. You know what I mean? He has so much skills, but at the same time, it's like anything else. It's a contact sport. He don't want to get hit. People say, "Oh, it's boxing. You gotta hit and not get hit," but you gotta hit. You get me?
Yes, I feel you.
That's the thing I don't understand with these guys sometimes. But let's see what he does with this prospect, Floyd Schofield, in Saudi.
Oh, that I watched that full fight too.
Yeah, he's with Golden Boy with Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah,
He's young cat, hungry.
He's young,
and he said he wanted Shakur, and now we getting the Shakur fight with him. It's really nice.
Who do you think is gonna win that fight?
Me, just from that, I think it's Shakur
because of his style of fighting.
I think it's just the experience. Yeah, stylistically, if Shakur does get hurt, Shakur knows how to stay off of it, right? But it's not what people want to see. They want to see Shakur. I remember Shakur Stevenson. Honestly, he was game when it came to the Olympic trials in 2015 before the Rio de Janeiro Games. Shakur Stevenson, I got to give it to him. I won in the Olympic qualifiers. I won Outstanding Male Boxer to get to the trials, but he won Outstanding Male Boxer in the Olympic trials for USA, and rightfully so. He deserved it because he was on point with everything. Fighting at 123 pounds, and he was defensive, sharp shooting, bam, 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 boom. and moving, sticking, thumb. Like it was great to see that version of Shakur. If he brings it back, that'll be awesome to see. I got to see.
Like, what do you think made him divert from that?
One weight class. The weight class does do something.
Oh, that's a great point. I'm gonna bring that up.
Weight class is it does do something if you're not prepared for it.
Because the punchers are heavy.
Exactly.
I mean, the punches are heavy.
The impact is a lot heavier. It's a lot more dense. It's like matter, right? That shit matters.
Exactly. So now that you bring that up.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all heard? There's weight classes for a reason, right? Mm-hmm. So the fight
that everyone's talking.
That everybody's talking about is Canelo.
And we will see.
And we will see. It's gonna happen.
Oh, it's
almost a done deal. I mean, I don't know the inside. Like, relax. Like, I know, like I know. Oh yeah, they send me up. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But however, Canelo versus Crawford. Mm-hmm. He's going up 3 weight classes.
Well, after 154, now it'll be 2 more. 2 more weight classes. So, yeah, 3 in total.
Total.
Ever since the Errol Spence fight, yep, 3 weight classes up.
That's a lot, bro.
Yep.
That's a lot. And against a heavy IQ boxer with a heavy punch.
I think Floyd Mayweather said that the hardest punch he's ever taken was from Canelo, and it was his hook.
It hurts me. And I'm just watching this shit on TV, dog. Like,
it's like that, man.
Who wins that fight?
Between the two? Mm-hmm. Well, is my answer again. We as the fans and the public, we definitely win because we finally get to see the whole conspiracy. Does the weight class truly matter or not? Truthfully, I think the ring IQ is kind of almost similar. It's matched in a way. However, from Terrence Crawford's last performance against Israel Madrimov, which happened here at the BMO Stadium, and in here in LA and in California, I think that even though it was a good fight, it gave a lot of problems to Crawford. And that's just
tons of.
Yeah, and that's just a guy that is not Canelo, And at 154, that was just one weight class up. It was to the point that Crawford's trainer Bomac was like, I don't know, we'll think about going to 60, 68. Mm-hmm. He was questioning it. His own trainer. Because it does matter. If you're not prepared completely. It's not just a cakewalk going up there. So I got to go with Canelo. I think Canelo just from that point of view. However, it's also the Canelo that really wants to prove everyone why he is the face of boxing, as he is rightfully so. To show everyone, don't mess with me,
Frankly speaking, I think Canelo's going to hurt him.
Then we got to see a version of Crawford that people haven't seen since Yurokis Gamboa.
Gamboa rocked him, huh?
Yeah. Same thing as a Mean Machine, though. Mean Machine also did, too. I think it was Klimas.
Yeah, but getting hit by fucking Yuriorkas versus getting hit by Canelo.
Oh, yeah.
It's different. So I hope it's just a good fight for the public, but yeah, dog, I don't know, homie. I don't. And,
I think Crawford needs to fight at least at 60 or something before he does the fight.
Like, it would be something more ideal for him to baby step the shit, right?
Yeah.
Not just
jump.
Chingue su madre. I'm a fucking just, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I'm not a fucking professional here, guys. This is just logical shit. But then again, it's a big payday.
Yeah.
That plays a big factor in that decision, I think.
Yeah, but then you got to think about it, though. Your legacy or that big payday. But then you put the risk. I get it. You gotta risk that. You gotta risk it for the biscuit, right? You gotta.
Shit.
You know. So so respect to Crawford for taking the fight the way he wants to, instead of facing guys like myself. He's going right to Canelo, and trying to be a 3-time undisputed world champion.
Well, now that we bring him up and we've been talking about him, y'all had an incident.
Yes.
And I don't. Okay. Okay, so let I'm gonna let you tell the story of what happened. What happened between you and Crawford?
Okay, so what happened between me and Crawford? This is what happened. All right, it was Canelo Berlanga fight in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. So when I'm getting there to get to my seat in ringside, who do I see on the right side of me? Terrence Crawford. So me being who I am, I'm not gonna stop it. I'm just gonna be like, yo. I said, so when we gonna fight? And he said, what? I said, so when we gonna fight? And he pulls up, and then he's talking to my father. He says things to my father because my father grabbed him after his fight with Madrimov a couple weeks before the fight with Canelo. And my father's like that. He grabbed Crawford and he said, hey, why don't you fight my fucking son? And that's when security was there, and he's like, oh, he touched me. And Crawford, I guess that carried on all the way to the night of the fight of Canelo. So he grabs my dad, and he's like, if you ever touch me ever again, that'll be the last time you fucking touch me. And my dad, being who he is, he said, well, do it right now, man. Like, do it right now. And I remember me and him going back and forth, me and Crawford. And he's trying to son me. He's like, no. I'm talking to your dad. The grown men are talking right now. I mean, man, fuck that shit. I said, get out of here. I said, no. What about focus on me right now. So when we gonna fight? When we gonna fight? And he said, we could fight outside right now. And I'm like, oh, why? Because you're scared that the world's gonna see me beat you. And it gets to a point where he starts pointing. Then he gets too comfortable and he puts his finger in my face. He pokes it like this. People say he mushed me. Whatever the case. He pokes my face, I smack his hand down right away. So one thing about this shit is respect. We could talk a good game. We could talk all this stuff. We don't like each other. Cool. You told me I was a fake, say I was a fake nigga, all that stuff. Then fine, that's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's handle it in the ring like grown men and like real men, mano y mano. So anyways, when it gets to that, I think once you touch my face, it's off the rails from there. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, bro.
So I smack his hand. Everybody kind of respects him, and they're scared of Crawford. And I'm not like
trying
that.
to get in the ring with him, dog.
I'm not like that. And then security and everyone just starts pulling us away. I get livid, and he just turns around and walks away. But what I tell him was like, I kept saying it, though, as they're pulling me back. And I go, because I'm like a switch, man. Don't do that. And I just said, you always been a fan. You always been a fan. And I kept saying it until finally he's like looking at Canelo. But I'm like, you always been a fan of me. You always been a fan. He finally turns. I'm like, yeah. I broke him. I was like, yeah. You always been a fan of me. Don't you ever fucking forget that, nigga. Don't you ever forget that. Because people don't understand. Me and Crawford known each other for a long time because we were the same stablemates. And we were with Top Rank.
Oh, that's right.
So we were good at one point. We were homies.
And then it's just from one day to another.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Competition. And also on my part, I did something that it was more like a bait, though. It was a setup on my end. They set me up. It was when he was fighting Kell Brook. I knew he was going to beat Kell Brook. I knew Crawford would beat all these guys. Mm-hmm. And I remember that one of Kell Brook's managers or whatnot was like, yo, Kell Brook wants to say hi to you and shit. And Kell Brook, I'm thinking on my business level, my cap, I'm like, oh, shoot, okay, the UK. I'm like, yo, good luck, man. Do your thing, man. Hope you do your thing and you get your job done, And if you win, you win, May the best man win. So they reported that. Someone recorded it, and then they reported that back to Crawford. So him and the whole team felt hurt about it. And they felt like I was fake for doing some shit like that. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. You're going to put that on me? Then that's cool. That's cool. I take it for what it is.
Fuck.
It's business.
It's crazy how one clip could get uploaded.
Yeah.
And the whole context of that actual clip just gets taken out of fucking...
Yeah, because then people's like, yo, look at that shit. Look at that, man. I thought, yo, he nah. And then people get in their ear. So I remember when I tried to dab up Crawford, after he won all his fights and stuff like that, I think that it was in the convention. He just pulled up. I pulled up. And I remember I tried to dab him. And this was by Mikey Williams, the photographer at the top rank. He was like, yo, you want to say hi to Crawford? I said, yeah, for sure. And Crawford right there with his chair and like big boy and shit. In front of all the peoples, all the youngins, all that little like group of boxers as well. And just dissed me right there. He's like, no, you fake. You a fake nigga. I don't clap fake niggas. I don't clap them like that. He was like, nah, you go with that. So I go like, and I'm just drinking my cup. And I'm just like, all right. And he's talking. I'm just like, okay. It is what it is. I just turn back around.
And all because of that fucking video.
They're emotional.
Oh, come on, dog. This is boxing, homie.
Yeah, but it's bigger than that. These people, again.
So there's a lot of egos.
No, wait, say it again, though.
This is boxing.
Okay, this is boxing. And boxing is what? There's no friends in boxing. If you're a boxer and I'm a boxer, we ain't friends. Because we competing. Same thing when it comes to the awards. There's only one guy that gets Fighter of the Year. And if they crooked, they're going to make it two guys that going to get Fighter of the Year. And make it co-Fighter of the Year because they can't decide because both guys did their thing. So it's not crooked, but it just if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Only one guy wins certain awards every year. So although we are homies or we cool, but we boxers, I'm aiming to be the best fighter the whole year. You aiming to be the best fighter the whole year. So it's going to compete.
At the end of the day, it's a competition.
It's competition and currency. That's what it is. But that's life. I'm 27, but I shouldn't be teaching them something that they should already know. Honestly. Like, I'm not here to teach nobody anything. I grew up thinking that's how it is. That's why you don't see me with a whole bunch of boxing friends and stuff. I don't even have any. I'll give them advice. I don't got no problem. But I know a lot of them want to razzle and dazzle with me. You're going to fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fucking find out.
That's what I tell people, homie. You don't fuck around and find out, homie. Relax, fool. I just started training, fool. Like, chill. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, you know, so, like, there's backstories that I could definitely express on, for sure, man. There's many stories with all these boxers and favorite fighters that you guys love and admire.
It's just a lot of egos, huh?
Oh, too much. That's why I like spending more time with women than I do with men. Honestly, I prefer spending time with more women now, especially this year, than I do with men. There's too many pride, ego. Someone wants to be macho and more alpha in the room, and I'm just like, all right. You know?
I think that comes with age. I'm the same way.
You know?
But I think the older I get, the more I'm like, dang, come on, fool. Chill. Like, nobody's in competition here. I'm just trying to have a good time.
Literally.
That's it.
That's what it is.
And that's why at that Super Bowl party, I was having a blast. Because everybody was super chill.
For sure.
And I was just like, I don't drink. So I was just like, where the food at?
Yo, the food.
I was walking around and just like, I never play poker.
Yeah.
And then Fluffy started the
friendly bets.
Yeah, and I
stuff.
was like, all right. I fucks with it. Emilio was there, you were there. I was like, man, I'm having a great time. I fucking, I got some people out at my table, you know what I'm saying? All in. I was out. But it was just, the ambiance was right.
Oh, yeah.
Because I understand when there's a lot of alphas in the room. I'm like, all right, dog, I'm going home, dog. Ain't nobody got time for this shit, dog. But that day I was like, oh, this is dope. Hell yeah.
For real. I loved it. I admired it all the way. And I definitely get you.
He did it right.
Yeah.
That's that he fucked up every Super Bowl for me. Fluffy, you fucked it all up for me. So now, every year, you're going to have to invite us. Because he did it right, dog. Like, fuck, dog. So.
And then after he had like when it was over, they were talking. They were playing Loteria también. I was like, bro, this is crazy. And then
my whole childhood right there.
yeah, for
Loteria.
real. And then he had a band after the games was over, and we dancing, everybody enjoying.
I left right before that.
Bro.
You know, I was like, fuck. I got there at 2.
Oh, you dang.
I was there for like, my back was hurting. You know, the old people problems. You youngsters don't know nothing. I was like, fuck, dude. Like, And then on the way out, I still got me some churros, though, dog, to go. No lie. I fucked around and got me some churros to go because they were right in the fucking, you know?
Yeah, on the way out, it was amazing.
That's fucking...
And they didn't stop, man. They didn't finish till like 3. Like we was
way.
When we left, it was like 2:30. They were still there, dude.
They're cool dudes. They were probably just chilling.
They were loving it. It was amazing. I mean, definitely another one next year for sure. Made my Super Bowl like you said.
The game was whack. No disrespect to the Eagles in Kansas City, but Kansas City didn't show up. They probably wish they were at that fluffy fucking party. You know what I'm saying? But the ambiance and the way he set it up made up for all that other shit. Like he
really did that though.
That shit was dope.
I was more impressed by one, the fact that to do that in the nick of time that he's done it, and that it was actually he's done it a few years back already, right? But like where it was at, it was like, bro, this is incredible. It's like an adult childhood life experience in there. That was
dope,
fun.
huh?
Yeah, it was grateful.
We gotta go next year, dog.
It's a given.
It's a wrap. That's it. I'm inviting myself, Fluffy.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm glad that you love boxing, man. But who you got? Beterbiev or Bivol? Number 2, undisputed. It's the rematch. The last crescendo. Yep.
I got Benavides.
Wait, Beterbiev?
No. Oh shit. I thought you were talking about.
All right, so let's go. Let's do this back.
No. You said number 2.
Right.
I'm sorry. I had the wrong fight.
Beterbiev and Bivol.
I think Bivol's gonna lose again.
Yeah. Okay. Good call.
I think so.
Yeah. What makes you think that?
Come
on.
I think this
Don't
dude
let
is
your
stronger.
dad down now.
I think this dude is stronger. And I think it's gonna be a repeat of the first fight. Like, what adjustments do you think Bivol needs to make to beat him? Is a better question. And I want to ask you that because you're chingon. So, like, what changes do you think that he needs to make? Because did you see his face after that fight?
Yeah.
That's Bivol, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
He made Canelo look like
an
amateur, homie.
really did. That's
And
what
I'm
I
a
say.
Canelo fan, dog.
But that's what I say.
Canelo, and that's when we go back and say, I'm gonna say it in the most respectful way. There's weight classes for a reason.
Just about to say that. Yeah.
And I felt bad for Canelo. I wanted that shit to end, dog. I was like, oh my God, just don't hurt him, please. Don't hurt him. Don't knock him out. But
So you think
I think
Beterbiev?
yeah,
Same results?
I think so. It's gonna be similar.
I think that
What you think?
I think the only adjustments Bivol has to do is he boxes well. He just needs to finish strong.
But do you think Bivol has that punch?
Oh, I think he has he definitely has a punch, but more is the punch output. His punch output is more effective than Beterbiev. Beterbiev's stronger and very technical.
Beterbiev is big.
He's strong.
Strong.
The guy's 40. Nearly 40 years old. I didn't even think
He's
Beterbiev
my
was
age.
that. But I didn't even think he was that.
Why you put it like that? Damn, fuck. But he's a very healthy 40-year-old.
Extremely. It is
It just
doesn't make sense to me. I don't.
well, now that we bring it up healthy,
Yes.
what does your diet plan consist of when you're fighting, when you're in camp?
When I'm
Because
in camp?
obviously this gentleman here, this 40-year-old, he must be doing some shit that I don't know, dog. Because he looked great against fucking people.
Yeah.
So how strict does your diet have to be?
I would say the strictness of a diet depends on the time frame before a fight. So it's always going to be a straight line, but you could have a little bit, the line could be, instead of it narrow, it could be a little bit more wide in the sense of food intake in the beginning. Let's say it's a 8 to 12 week camp before a fight, you know, because we get to have that time frame before a fight, and they have time to promote the fight. So for us, it will be something in that sense of, oh, okay, this is the first week, 2 weeks. You start changing the way of your intake, your metabolism. You have to start working with your metabolism. So it's how much you eat, when, and the time of eating is the most effective part of it all. And drinking a lot of water. So instead of drinking, like, let's say, a gallon of water, you would probably have to go into 2 gallons of water into camp because you're burning a lot more calories. And now it's overdrive. Now you're starting to really go on the track, and now you're fucking taking your laps.
And what is
the food? A lot of greens. A lot of greens, a lot of vegetables, of course, right? But then mainly it's you gotta have starch. You do. As boxers, you gotta have starch. Starch could be the rice. It could be pasta with the carbs. Potatoes, absolutely. And you maneuver that on how you feel. You could do red meat. You could do red meat maybe once or twice a week out of the camp. Especially, like, let's say sparring. Me, I do Wagyu. I do Wagyu steaks and stuff.
Okay.
Comes straight from, like, the buffalo and shit. Like, it comes really, that's what you need, especially at this level. But then you could switch it. Eggs, a lot of protein in the morning. And then on top of that, you have fish. A lot of fish. Fish is good.
Salmon,
sea bass. You know, you could do you can even do lobster and blue crab and stuff like that.
But do you have somebody cooking it for you, or do you do it yourself?
You can have someone. Usually for us, we get nutritionists and they take care of that part for us, and we wait for our food and we eat it right there. Sometimes they're meal prepped, you know, if you got to take it with you because you have things to do, right? And then you have times where you just go right back to your training house, your camp house, and then you eat right there, fresh and hot.
And what does the camp house consist of, or what does the training consist of?
Training, you have some people, everyone's different in their way of their training regimen. Me, I train 2 to 3 times a day. Oh. And usually my days, I'm more like late night rather, because that's when I fight. I fight late night. So I train and mechanically work on my body being ready for when it's fight night. It's a normal day of being in the office, you know, rather than fighting in the daytime.
Like you're programming your body for that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why it's training. You're training the muscle, you're training the body, you're training the mind, and everything else aligned with it. So that's the most effective thing, and listening to your body mainly. So recovery as well. So usually you got to take away 6-7 hours of training right there to the side out of your 24.
No wonder you're all fucking fit.
And then shit. And this is like every day, but usually I will start up with like 2 days, 2 times a day, and then work my way up. It's like a mountain. You're climbing up. Once you reach the peak, you got about 2 weeks before your fight. Then you start bringing everything down. You know, it's like that because you're already ready.
And throughout this whole process, you're weighing yourself to make sure that
it's working.
It's working and that you don't go over that weight.
Yep.
And that's when you encounter challenges. Like, oh, fuck, I ate too much, or I'm getting too much weight, so now I need to drop.
What was it that made it like that? What food was it? Then you research that, you know. You can eat yams. Yeah. Those are very good proteins too. Good carbs and starch. It's very healthy. So you have all these types of, it's a science, man. It's a true science, and everybody's body is different. Like I'm allergic to, I think it's sesame seeds. I didn't even know that. I'm so upset because like from New York and that type of mindset, it's freaking everything bagels with freaking cream cheese and jelly and shit. I'm just like, fuck, man. I'm allergic to sesame seeds.
Oh, hell no. I got, yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't have no food allergies. Thank God.
I didn't even know
I
I was
wish
allergic.
I was allergic to tortillas. That would fucking save me a fucking.
Unfortunate, right?
I wish I was. Like, hey, wait, you can't eat. If you eat tortillas, you're gonna die. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll leave them alone.
It's all those things, man. But it's a beauty to know that our body changes every 7 years. So it's you know, you might have figured it out, and the next thing you know, boom, the next cam is like, that's not working. What the heck? Now I gotta change it.
Let me ask you this. This is the question that I've always had. After a fight, your body goes through trauma. You're getting punched.
Yeah.
Boom. What does the recovery process look like? Do you have a regimen for that?
Yes. There's a regimen for the post-fight. There's a regimen for, you know, just pretty much a couple days after the fight. You know, those type of things. It's for me, I do either Epsom bath, right? Because that helps with the lactic acid and all that, like all the soreness that's going on. Or you do a cold plunge. You can do a hot and cold contrast. You can even do a sauna. You know, and nothing really changes other than the fight itself and the effects that it did to you. And then you could do a hyperbaric chambers like that. I'm gonna start doing this camp coming up for sure. But that's something new. But usually every time for me it's just recovery. So whatever that plays, massages. And you know what Bernard Hopkins used to do? He would, after the fight, he would go right into a cold plunge, go into a bath.
It helps.
Yeah, a lot. Cause I remember one fight, I didn't even get touched, and I was bruised all, like I was sore, and I didn't even get hit. At least for the guy wasn't active fighting me, and I was just in pain.
Really?
I was like, what the heck happened?
You're like, what the fuck? What fight did I just fight? This guy wasn't hitting me.
This guy wasn't hitting me. What the heck is happening? I'm like, this is insane, but that's just from all the adrenaline pumping in. And then when it simmers down, everything, you feel everything. So I just jumped into, I did an Epsom bath, and then I worked my way into a cold plunge. I feel better.
Shit.
Within like 2-3 days, you're just like brand new, like
So
nothing.
you're back to normal.
Back to normal, yeah.
Back to living your best life.
Imagine LeBron James.
Fuck.
LeBron James, I think they said that they put an announcement there that he spent like $1.something million.
1.2 million.
There you go, on his body. On his body alone.
He's a 40-year-old fucking balling up 22-year-old.
And
That's
dunking
crazy.
on them. Still
Dunking on
them.
him. And now he got the biggest asset. Luka, what's up, motherfuckers? Lakers. Oh, shit.
Yeah. You just got to put that.
Your top. All right, let me ask you this. The top five. Your top five fighters. No, the top five of all time. Because I'm asking you another top five, but of all time.
Top 5 fighters of all time in boxing. Sugar Ray Robinson. Floyd Patterson. Roberto Duran. Roy Jones Jr. Dang, this is. Can I put like number 5 a split?
Okay, let's do that.
Tyson and Muhammad Ali.
Okay. Your top five fighters currently.
Currently, top 5 fighters.
You could include yourself, which.
Nah, I'll take myself out. What's how you say his name? Naiu Inoue?
Oh, the
Inoue?
Yes, Inoue.
Inoue.
I think I pronounced it.
Yeah, Inoue or Inoue. He's one. Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
My guy.
I definitely like
I'm a
him.
big fan of fucking Bam.
Bam is dope, man. And let me see here. Top 5. Well, Canelo. Canelo is one of my favorites. I think just as the fact that he's carrying his legacy still. I'm trying to break it down to the weight classes. Lomachenko.
He's a legend, even though you beat him. It's fucked up. I really like Lomachenko. So.
And as far as the heavyweights, the current heavyweights, well, you know what? Beterbiev.
Beterbiev?
Yeah.
Even though he's 40, fighting like he's 20.
Yeah, that's what makes him like one of my favorite. Bro. It's like, how the heck you do that?
That's crazy.
How you do that?
When is your next fight?
My next fight is being announced. Pretty much, I'm not sure if anyone heard, but we're fighting at the Alcatraz prison in the Bay.
But that's gonna be open to the public.
To be continued. To be announced.
Shit.
TBA.
I want to go, bro. We gotta go.
And
so if they do open it, we're there.
Oh, I believe so. I believe that it should be. I don't see why not. You know, the only thing is that people gonna have to get on the ferry early. You know, and get on.
How would that work though? Like once I'm thinking about it, like where would the seating be? Like how?
I'm just excited because it's gonna be my main event. I'm gonna be it's my show. That's amazing.
Then we gotta go, dog. We gotta take the ferry early, dog.
Yo, so, honestly, it's I'll be the first fighter to fight in the Alcatraz, bro. That's historic, man.
That is historic.
Mm-hmm. That's historic. Now against who?
Do you know? Okay, see,
now against who? That's the thing. That's the question. You know, ready for everybody. We would like to fight the guys that we talked about. As far as the 3-fight deal package, I think that's still in effect. So, excuse me, but you guys might see a unification fight at 140. So my world titles, my Ring Magazine world title, which is the Lino, #1, against another champion in my division.
Is there somebody in particular that you want to see? That you want to fight?
I would like to fight, but this guy is at 147, and he's fighting for the Ring Magazine belt as well. I would like to be a 3-time Lino world champion in 3 weight divisions by 28, and his name is Staniosis or Gervonta in his boots. They're fighting for that title in April.
In his boots?
In Atlantic City. Yep. At 147.
Do you think it's going to happen?
Of what?
Do you think you can make that fight happen?
We can make it because we make boxing great again.
That's right. That's why you're wearing that hat, huh?
You know it.
You got to make boxing great again. Players.
It's the only way. That way.
Questions?
No, you answered my question.
Yes.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Questions? Anything you want to add? Anything you want to promote?
Yo, all right. Oh, I want one thing.
Promote.
The way I fight, the way I do. Am I considered a Mexican? The way my style is? Would you guys adopt me? Will Mexico adopt Teofimo?
You got the Mexican stamp, but not by the ultimate Mexican, my father. So to answer your question,
Drop the mic.
yes.
Yes?
Yes. And we support you 100%, bro. And we want you to and we want you to keep shining, and we want you to keep growing. We want you to fucking. You're 27, dog.
Yeah.
You're young.
Not in my prime.
And then now you're part of the Canelo camp. Even, now you could learn, I don't know, tons of things from this guy. But to answer your question, yes. Now, what kind of tacos do you like? Do you like asado or al pastor?
Oh. Man, that's like telling me if I like...
Oh, you can say both.
No, but that's dang.
You gotta pick one.
Oh, fuck. This was ultimate Mexican.
But asado is más like, is OG, ain't it?
Yes, but...
And then pastor is like...
It's still OG, Pastor. It's still OG. It's just
Those are the two.
Mexican.
Now, if you want to be super extra duper Mexican, you're gonna say lengua or tripas,
Ándale.
and that's what my mom be like.
I haven't had
the
that,
lengua.
though, man.
You haven't had tacos de lengua?
No.
How about? I mean, you had al pastor.
Yeah, I've had sopes and stuff like that. That's different, but
We gotta take you. What time is it?
pozole.
It's 8:20.
We can make it to La Carreta. I'll take you guys to a real
Yeah.
fire.
Tripas, bro.
Some tripas, yeah. All I've ever had was asada or like pastor. So you gave me two options. I love both, to be real.
All right.
If I had to choose though for an actual OG taco, it would be asada. Asada.
Yeah, that's the majority of people will.
Yeah.
That's
I feel like pastor is sweet though. It
depends on who makes it.
All right, touche.
Yeah,
Touche.
yeah, it depends on who makes it.
Sweeter, that's why
Yeah.
the pineapple goes with it.
Exact.
It's sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta have it with pineapple for sure. I'm a foodie, man. They call me gordo, bro. It's like,
I lost 8 pounds,
there you go.
but
Yo.
after fucking Fluffy's fucking thing, I fucking gained those motherfuckers, dog. And then we go, you know, I gotta take you to somewhere authentic right now. Like I want you to, you know, because you know, shit. You know, we're baptizing you into the Mexican fucking community and shit, and we fucking
Para la raza, man, I'm all hype. It's the takeover, man. I'm just
There you
thankful.
go, brother.
Gracias a toda mi gente, tú sabes. Mira, también en Honduras yo me dije que yo soy un gringo catracho, right? Pero yo estoy tratando de hablar más español por mi gente y para mi gente. Más de eso. Like, that's just
mero.
everything. Whether I know the words or not, I try my best
Well, then-
because forget the rest, you know.
well, then we're gonna have to talk to you in Spanish when we're eating these tacos, puro español, para que aprendas.
Así es.
Para que aprendas, bitches. Deme 3 tacos al pastor. Let's go. But my brother, I thank you so much for taking the time. People don't know that
Yeah.
we just happened to be at the same place at the same time, and this wasn't planned,
It was written.
and it was written, and I appreciate you taking the time because I do understand that your time is very important, and you took the time before you, because you know you're going back home, and you were like, well, I could only do this day. I never record this late, you know, but I appreciate you taking the time. It means everything to me, and we're gonna go to your next fight.
Damn right.
And then all you guys gotta, when it opens up, y'all go support. Let's go,
know.
baby.
Teofimo Lopez, appreciate everybody. It's the takeover, undisputed two-time lineal world champion, and so much more to grow and so much more to do. Let's go. Peace and
Appreciate
love.
you, my brother. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our weekly episodes. Let's go, baby.